We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Welcome back, as we are hanging out with Rorschach, the superhero pig. And of course, you know what that means. It's superhero-related figure time! We are hanging out with Rorschach. And what kind of superhero figure are we digging in today? From Playmates, in conjunction with Nickelodeon, 40 years of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sketch art, Leonardo. This one looks pretty cool. They've got all 4 turtles, and as I said in a short video once before, you can actually put all the bases for all 4 of these turtles together to recreate that sketch art that you're seeing on the back of the box right there. Really nice. 40 years from when the Eastman and Laird comics came out, not from 1988 when the first figures came out, because anybody that's followed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles knows the figures weren't allowed to actually be produced initially until the cartoon hit airwaves first. So the cartoon came out, Playmates did the first set of figures, and that was sometime after the original comics were released. But anyway, let's go ahead, let's get this one out of the box and take a look at it. Are you ready, Rorschach? Are you ready? Here we go, right out of the box with our Leonardo sketch figure. The posability in this thing is not too horrible. He has a head turn. He has a bend right there at the tip of the bottom of his neck, actually. Of course, there's no waist turn, big blocky figure. He's got full movement of his arms going all the way up, all the way around. He does have a very shallow, although present, elbow cut there as well. He's got hand turn and elbow turn as well. So the hand turn, it is minimal, but there is some hand turn there as well. He has movement down here at the legs. They kind of turn back and around. They are a little bit limited. They don't just turn very easy. They're very tight. And he does have a knee bend. The one thing I wish this figure did have is I wish he had some kind of foot rockers. That is the one thing they didn't include with this figure, and I don't know why they missed out on that one. But you will also notice that he does have the offending tail. The tail is there. So let's go ahead, we'll get out some of his other accessories and check him out in some more poses. First off, he does have dual scabbards that sit on the back, and they are offset so one can kind of crisscross over top of the other one. He does come with dual katanas. The handles on these ones are incredibly long though, and sometimes they are a bit of a pain in the ass to get it to stay in his hand the right way. Sometimes you got to play with them a little bit. But there they go with that. The one thing I will note, once again, Playmates, the way that they did the packaging for the swords, it did work the swords a little bit. Once again, doing the packaging all wrong. Why you gotta have the swords slide underneath and pop up the other end of the plastic packaging? Why can't you just have them seated down in there so they don't warp like this? Got Leonardo in another pose right here, pointing both of his swords outwards at his enemies. Here we go, Leonardo sitting down, pondering his existence while staring at that open, broken canister of ooze. One last pose with Leonardo here, using that extra long handle on his katana to grip it with both hands. And of course you see he has the diorama base at his feet. A little top-down view of the diorama base with the sewer grate in there. Overall, I gotta say that I like this one. This one is pretty nice looking. I love the idea that they put out a sketch version of the Turtles. However, like a bad comedian, he is a little bit stiff as far as it comes to his articulation. It's a little bit lacking, just a bit. If he would have had rockers down at the feet, I think that this would have been a lot better. Yeah, there are knee joints, there is some movement up in the hips and the elbows and everything. He probably could have used a little wrist movement as well, maybe even a little bit side to side on the head. But overall, for a sketch figure and the size that this one is, it's somewhere right around that 4.5 to 5 inch range. This is not horrible. This is pretty decent. I like the fact that you can take the scabbards and move them in any position you want. It's just lacking a little bit in the way of articulation. I think the accessories that come with is more than suffice, and this one overall is a pretty decent looking find if you could pick it up. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is an exclusive to Target. I think it is because Walmart had an exclusive with the Origin type figures, the original 88 figures, but with a ton of articulation in them, which Target does not have. So I think these are Target exclusives. Overall, I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10. It's lacking in articulation. Because the articulation is lacking that much, I could not give it any higher of a score. And included with every sketch art turtle, you get this piece of sketch art artwork. It's actually, a piece of cardboard. The front is kind of laminated ever so lightly, but there you go with that. And here we go with all 4 turtles on their bases, doing our best to recreate the original sketch cover art. Anyway, guys, that is all we have on this Leonardo sketch print figure. What did you guys think of our assessment on this one? Do you think we were spot on, or do you think we were a little harsh? Be sure to let Rorschach, the superhero pig, know what you thought about this one. Later.